Hello. Today we're going to talk about Scarecrow mix-ups at the corner. So if you don't know, if you're a beginner Faust or intermediate Faust, Faust has access to a vague mix-up for left-right using Scarecrow K. The way it looks like is basically you use a move that will launch your opponent a bit upwards. Then you can choose to either drift to the right or to the left. Before we explain how you do this, when you do this, and how do you follow up on it, a few tips for using it. You want to use this setup when you have meter. So if you don't have meter, you can't combo from the cross-up side. Basically, you'll get a knockdown and a bit damage, but it's not worth it over breaking the wall. So if you don't have meter, don't go for it. If the opponent has burst, then be careful. Getting bursted into the wall in your own setup is not very fun. And can be pretty risky for not that much reward, so make sure the opponent doesn't have burst, you have meter. And the third tip is a bit for matchups. Some characters, the characters who have DPs, unmetered reversals, Baikon's parry, and especially Leo, who ignores left-right mix-ups with his flash kicks, can punish this or OS it. So make sure you're doing this at your own risk against these characters. Now that I got this out of the way, let's talk a bit about when can you do this. So you can do left-right Scarecrow mix-up from moves like 2S. So see, 2S works. Using aerial 6H will work. Using 5K in most situations will work. 5K is less consistent than the other two moves. Often you'll see this come out of a mix loop. As you can see, you can guarantee it instead of going for the second mix, which gives you about 168, or instead of going for super there, which will leave you with, I think, 202 damage for Gold Lewis. Yeah, 202. So instead of doing that, you can go for the cross up, and let's just to see how much damage it actually does when you do optimal damage. So for same side, compared to the 202 before, we have 123 from the first combo, and the reset is 206, so this is over 120 damage more. For the cross-up side, sorry, let me do optimal damage just so we can compare it. So for cross-up side, we do about 105 damage more. So this is a lot of damage. This could be the difference between killing and not killing many times. So you want to consider this whenever you think you may be able to close a round with this 50-50. It is a good way to catch some opponents and kill people. So we talked about when can you do this. We talked about how you can do this. Now, how do you follow up? What are some combos you can do? So for same side, an easy combo is simply to press 5p5p. You will confirm it into super since you do this when you have meter, and you'll get decent damage. Even doing the 5p5p, as you can see, is still a lot of damage, way better than just breaking the wall. If you want a better combo, as you saw, I was doing close/JB. That will work on the entire cast. It does give you some time to bait burst as well, which is very nice. And it is the maximum damage you can do most of the time. Some specific situations you can get close/6H on lighter characters, but if you want something consistent that will work on everybody, this is what I would go for. Now let's talk about cross-up side. So for cross-up side, you will use a red RC on the Scarecrow for an easy combo. You can run to the other side and simply do a close/6H into Scarecrow S. As you can see, still very high damage, but we can do much higher. So by doing Close Slash, Charge Dust into 5k, 6h, you'll get a bit more damage from a relatively easy combo to execute. Remember that against heavies, this might be a bit tighter, but against all of the other casts, it is way simpler to do. For more advanced combos, we will use the Backdrift RC tech. We can use it in order to do the same combo, so it will still work. But it also gives us access to doing a run-up Charge Dust, which looks like this. A simple combo from the Charge Dust will be Close Slash 6h into Scarecrow S. As you can see, this is already 10 to 20 damage more, depending on guts. And for the optimal damage, as you saw me do earlier, you do a run-up, Charge Dust, Close Slash Charge Dust into 5p, 5p, 6h. And this will be your optimal damage. It is important to say that you only need to do 5ps against heavies if you're doing it, but it will work against everybody. So let me show this against a lighter character. The 5p 5p option will be consistent on the entire cast, so it's up to you. If you prefer something consistent, it's okay to do it against everybody. So as you can see here, I'll do the Charge Dust, and I can do 5k into 6h. This will be the optimal on other characters who are not heavy. But if you do want to go for it, it's okay. You can still do the 5p 5p. The second 5p will whiff most of the time, and you'll get 6h. The 5p whiffing is not really relevant. It does the same damage whether it hits or doesn't, funnily enough, because of duration. There is a combo that utilizes 5p 60 to get a bit more damage. I found it to be a bit inconsistent and a bit spacing dependent, which I really don't like. So I personally don't use it, but it is an option that you can use. Let me try and demonstrate it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It's up to you if you want to go for it, but you do it at your own risk. One last bonus tech, which I remember seeing on the Crack Discord. I don't know if I ever recommend using it, but hey, it's a your game. If you ever do same side and you get it on hit, you can technically confirm it into 2k and try to do another Scarecrow. The way it works is you'll do it like this. You have to drift backwards in order to do this. So you'll see that if I stay without touching, she will bounce over to the other side. You can get 2 hits. If you get 2 hits, then it will not work. So the way you do it is you drift backwards into 2k, and you want to cancel the first hit immediately into Scarecrow K. So like this. Depending on your timing, this will either wall splat them or not. It looks really cool. It can fuck with your opponents really hard if you ever do this to them. You can of course do one reset with 2k into doing other side, and yeah, basically just going crazy. Again, everything is at your own risk. I personally don't ever use this because the damage gain on it is not very high compared to the risk. But hey, I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to do something this cool. So that'll be it for today. As always, if you have any questions, you're always invited to ask in the comment section on my Discord or on any other Discord. You can always just ping me, and you can come to my Twitch to ask questions as well. This is it for today. Have fun mixing, and yeah, good luck, Faust Nation. Till the next one.